Welcome back. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Patricia Regier, and I'm celebrating the 1-year anniversary of my book, The Online Shift, by sharing some of the pro tips with you directly from the book. And I also have a free resource download with 10 hot bonus tips from the book as well. So just to share with you, I'm talking about chapter 3 today, and that is called Prelude, or what to do at the beginning of an event or a learning experience as well. And also in the book, I have all the pro tips in a complete list, and then the hot bonus tips. That extra resource is what I'm sharing with you as a bonus. So the prelude, it's right at the beginning of the session. So it could also mean even when people are in the waiting room, that you're sending messages, letting them know that you're so excited that they're here. You're setting the tone right away and making sure that people feel heard, seen, and feel that you care, that they have arrived. If you're waiting a couple more minutes before letting them in. And then when you let them in, it's not a bad thing to have some music at the beginning, have information. You don't want it too loud that you're talking over it so people can't hear you. But you might have your navigation slide up and sharing with people a introductory or icebreaker question where you're asking people to type in chat or come on camera. There's different ways that you can set up the tone of the experience. It can be related to the topic and make such a difference with how you start. One of the stories that I share in the book was one of the events I was producing for. The organizers had everybody come in, but nobody said anything. It's complete silence. And I don't even think they had shared a slide deck that we're starting soon or anything. They were just waiting for people to come in. They weren't coming onto mic saying, "Oh, we're so glad you're here. We're just waiting a couple minutes as everyone arrives." And then if they had, a question that people could start interacting in the chat. But a couple people actually typed in chat asking, "Are we supposed to be hearing someone? Are we in the right place?" So how we start is really important to setting up the experience for success, setting up your participants for success and yourself as well. So having a welcome message ready, you could have a shared slide or not, depending on the size of your group and what you're needing. As I mentioned, don't forget the navigation piece as well. And depending on how large your group is, another way that you could run the meeting is if it's very large and you are having a couple hundred people coming in, at that moment, you might want to turn off the waiting room. So you're not having to manually let people in, turn off that dinging sound. I usually leave it on until I'm starting, and then I turn it off depending on the platform that you're using. But these are just a few of the many pro tips in the book in that chapter 3. So thanks for checking this out. And I would love to hear your tips below. What are your pro tips on starting a learning experience or an event up for success at the very beginning, that prelude before you're jumping into the content? What do you do to set the tone for the experience and turn your audience into participants? Thanks for checking this out. My name is Patricia Regier.